Five Nights at Candy's means a lot to me, and that also means I'm very excited for the fourth installment of the series. And like many people in the same boat, I've been wondering where exactly is the game? I mean, Emil Mako announced it almost 8 years ago back in April of 2018, and yet we still haven't gotten a demo or even an actual gameplay trailer. But let's just take a step back. How about we look at past Candy's projects? Candy was originally just a character created by Emil Mako back in 2014, and was never even originally supposed to be part of a game. That was until a little someone named Tyler, who made a little game called FNAC4, later renamed to The Return to Freddy's. I'm sure you've heard of it. This was a fan game that basically tried its best to be FNAF 3, and included Emil's character, but with the name of Sugar rather than its original intended name Candy, and used the jump scare of Candy's face poorly photoshopped onto Toy Bonnie's jump scare from FNAF 2. This would eventually lead to Emil Mako announcing Five Nights at Candy's on May 30th, 2015, with this teaser image saying soon. Following this would be many other teasers throughout the month of June, and finally a teaser trailer the next month on July 3rd. He would finally announce the release date of the game on July 18th, with being July 18th, which happened to be the same exact day. So this isn't very helpful, as this is only a 49-day gap between announcement and release, the exact opposite of an 8-year wait. Let's look at FNAC 2. FNAC 2 was basically announced in late September of 2015 with this post, and teasers would be posted up until February, where the trailer was dropped for the game. Following this, Emil Mako would then continue his trend of announcing the release date only shortly before the game's actual release, with him on February 27th announcing the game to release the next day at 2 p.m. So still a trend of not more than a year between announcement and the actual release of the game. FNAC 3 was different. FNAC 3 was announced the same day as FNAC's 2 release, well, only technically, as completing the game would give you a screen stating to be concluded with a 3. Basically confirming the third and final installment of the series. Yeah, that aged poorly considering the topic of this video. The game was officially announced on March 4th, 2016 with its own Game Jolt page, and then following many teasers and trailers like usual, the game would release on March 5th, 2017, a year after the 1-year mark of the game being officially announced. So what we are looking at here is a pattern of increasing gaps between games, which most likely is not intentional, it just happens to be how the development of these projects went. So unfortunately, there isn't much to learn from the timeline of the previous games in the series. So let's just take a look at what we have now. Now, I'm going to give a fair warning, this is probably the longest section of the video, but then also probably what most of you are actually here for, so you probably aren't even really going to care. On April 1st, 2018, Emil would upload a video titled Where is FNAC4, which would reveal a teaser image for the title being shown at the very end. The next month would pretty much be radio silence, until the next month in June, Emil would post a puzzle to the FNAF subreddit titled Find the Keys. Completing said puzzle would send you to this unlisted video titled Transmission. This video would confirm that FNAC 4 was actually being worked on, despite Emil originally claiming that FNAC 3 would be the finale of the series, which I still think is an interesting choice. I would consider FNAC 3 Emil's magnum opus, and really a beautiful game that did an amazing job at wrapping up the series story. Not saying I'm not excited for FNAC 4, but I do think that because of FNAC 3, there's a lot of expectations that Emil will have to meet. This is probably also a contributing factor to why the game is taking so long. Later on August 31st of 2018, Emil would make a post to Reddit once again, where he would properly announce the title while revealing that the game would be made in Click Team Fusion, and that all the 3D renders for the game would be the most realistic the series has seen so far, being rendered using cycles. In this, he would also reveal something very important: when the game actually began development, which would be around late 2017 to early 2018, which starts to give us a better idea of the timeline of the actual game's development. We would also be given a teaser of Forgotten Candy. On Candy's 4th anniversary of, basically existing, he would make a post to Twitter stating his hope for FNAC 4 being the best game in the series. As well, with this teaser image attached to 2 halves of Candy fused together. Almost an entire month later, on December 15th, 2018, Emil would give a quick update to FNAC 4, saying that the development has slowed for a month and a half due to life being a mixed bag. He also went on to say that the game isn't canceled and that he has no idea when the title will be complete. A few months later, on February 8th, 2019, Emil posted a stream on YouTube where he played a bunch of that year's fan games at Reddit's Game Jam. Near the end of the stream, Emil teased the Five Nights at Candy's 4 with a bit of looking around in another room.
Oh. What's this? Oh. Holy hell. Oh my god. I know what this is. Oh well, I'm really tired.
Almost 2 months later, on April 3rd, 2019, Emil made another post to Reddit giving an update on the title. Saying he doesn't want to rush the title, and he says that the trailer theme gives him chills every single time he hears it. He also stated near the end of the post that he wants Candy to be in the spotlight this time around. On Candy the Cat's 5th anniversary, November 22nd, 2019, Emil once again posted to Reddit with a quick update on FNAC 4. He started off by saying that the production of the title has been on a long pause because of other things he's been working on. Further into the post, Emil says he's still willing to complete the game. He also revealed a few things. One, that he wants Candy to be in the spotlight, that there will be many games, and that the title has nothing to do with Mary Schmidt, as her story ended back in Five Nights at Candy's 3. But instead, Emil wanted to focus on the relatively hidden background story of the storyline, Robotics Corp. At the end of the post, Emil linked the teaser using the words "Don't forget." Emil made another post on Reddit on May 27, 2020, giving an update for FNAC 4. Emil answered a common question: is FNAC 4 really dead? Emil answered no. Emil gave 2 reasons why the title hasn't been released yet. The first is because he is insanely passionate about making the title as perfect as he possibly can, and the second is that he is only one person with a life, with an example of studying for university among other things. At the end of the post, Emil revealed that he made a Game Jolt page for FNAC 4 to help fans keep up to date with the title moving forward. A couple months later, Emil made an update post on Game Jolt regarding characters in FNAC 4. Emil revealed that FNAC 4 will have the largest cast of characters in the whole series. A little further down, Emil also revealed that some of those characters are brand new animatronics in the series. He also goes on to say that there will be an entirely new protagonist in FNAC 4 since the Mary Schmidt saga is over. Further down the post, he states that with FNAC 4, the numbers of the new characters in a single release will put the others to shame. At the end of the post, Emil said that the game's seen a lot of progress during the summer. On August 21st, 2020, Scott Cawthon revealed the Fazbear Fanverse initiative. This is where Scott would announce that FNAC 4 would be part of the project's initial lineup. A day later, on August 22nd, 2020, Emil would make a post going more into depth, talking about what it means for Five Nights at Candy's to be part of the Fazbear Fanverse. He would state that all the FNAC games in FNAC 4 will be ported to console and mobile. He also added that he was going to release Five Nights at Candy's 4 for free on Game Jolt. At the end of the post, he revealed that there is a new teaser on the game page. On the 6th anniversary of Five Nights at Candy's, July 18th, 2021, Emil made a Game Jolt update post. Emil stated that there had been a lot of separate difficulties that have impacted him and his workflow. Due to his university adapting to the work from home format, project work and studying have become a lot tougher for him. At the end of the post, he reassures readers that FNAC 4 is still going to be released, and that he's working hard on the updated versions of FNAC Remastered, FNAC 2, and FNAC 3. Emil would go on to make another Game Jolt update post on February 2nd, 2022. Emil states that he's been happy making a lot of progress for both FNAC 4 and the FNAC trilogy updates. Though, when looking at the post, random letters are bolded. When put together, it says, "Don't forget." Emil prepared a trailer for FNAC 4 on April 1st, 2022, which quickly turned into a drawn concept trailer and was later revealed to be for FNAC 4. Yeah. On March 2nd, 2025, Emil shared an update post on Game Jolt about both himself and the Five Nights at Candy series. In it, he announced FNAC 4, along with the 3 other games, will be recoded from the ground up in the Game Maker engine to make the definitive versions of the game. With this announcement, FNAC 4 was given its very first official logo. And that is all we know up until the recording of this video, but knowing my luck, there's a very good chance the game drops the day I post this. So to answer the question in the title of this video, we don't know. It's kind of an anticlimactic answer, but hopefully whatever the future has in store for this game is good. So here we are at the end of the video. I want to thank you all for sticking around to the end of my very first video here on my channel's rebrand. Also, sorry if I sound a bit weird, I'm recording this while I'm sick, so... But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, whatever else you can. I don't know. And I will hopefully see y'all in the next one. Toodles!